The death toll from the wildfires ravaging the Los Angeles area has risen to 16, as firefighters struggle to contain the blaze that threatens the city's most famous landmarks. New evacuation orders have been issued, as firefighters race against time to prevent the fires from spreading before potentially strong winds return. 5 of the deaths were attributed to the Palisades fire, while 11 resulted from the Eaton fire. The fires, which began on Tuesday just north of downtown Los Angeles, have scorched tens of thousands of acres and destroyed more than 12,000 structures, including homes, apartment buildings, businesses, outbuildings, and vehicles. No cause has been determined for the largest fires, and early estimates suggest the wildfires could become the nation's costliest ever. Crews from California and 9 other states are part of the ongoing response, which includes 1,354 fire engines, 84 aircraft, and more than 14,000 personnel, including newly arrived firefighters from Mexico. The containment of the Palisades fire stands at 11%, and the Eaton fire's containment is at 15%. A rare hailstorm struck the city of Hermosillo, in Sonora State, surprising residents and intensifying the cold as part of a larger winter storm affecting the region. The storm brought moderate rain, snow, and sleet to mountainous areas, along with a significant temperature drop. Authorities issued advisories, suspended classes, and activated civil protection measures as the hail and rain disrupted urban mobility. Floods struck Sabak al-Ahmad city in Ahmadi Governorate, following heavy rains that lashed the region. The downpour caused waterlogged roads, disrupted traffic and connections between settlements, and left some motorists needing rescue from flooded vehicles. An intense storm hit Greater São Paulo, causing power outages for approximately 650,000 homes and businesses. The storm brought heavy rain, hail, and winds, reaching 80 kilometers per hour, or 50 miles per hour, resulting in extensive damage across several regions of the capital and surrounding municipalities. Residents reported flooding, at least 163 fallen trees, roofs torn off buildings, significant traffic disruptions, and cases of displacement. Fortunately, no injuries were reported. Flooding has struck Mozambique's capital, Maputo, following heavy rainfall. Floods affected several avenues in the city center and agricultural areas along the Maputo River. Traffic restrictions were imposed in certain areas, and vehicles, including public transport, faced difficulties navigating within the city, as well as between surrounding villages. Torrential downpours triggered severe flooding in Sorsogon City, forcing the evacuation of nearly 1,000 families, as several areas, including the downtown, were submerged. Floodwaters affected 22 of the city's 64 villages, with water levels in Barangay Pio, in the city's West District, reaching the roofs of houses. In addition, a bridge in Barangay Jimaloto was damaged due to the relentless rains. The situation has caused significant disruption and prompted urgent evacuation efforts. Flash flooding, triggered by intense rainfall, coinciding with high tide, has caused widespread disruption in Fiji. Multiple roads in low-lying areas across the central, western, and northern divisions have been closed. Nadi town became impassable, and over 2,000 residents in Vaniasi and Malakua have been affected after a wooden bridge collapsed into a swollen river. Authorities have urged residents in flood-prone areas between Sigatoka and Nausari to move to higher ground. Torrential rains caused flooding in several areas of Lahat Regency, in South Sumatra province, with water levels reaching near height and disrupting community activities. Poor drainage, clogged with garbage, worsened the situation, causing the water to flow poorly and inundating roads and residential areas. School children were forced to stay home, as access to schools became impassable, while submerged roads hindered residents' mobility. The floods impacted various sectors, forcing many to postpone their daily activities. An intense storm struck the Brazilian state of Espírito Santo, bringing torrential rains that triggered floods, flash floods, and landslides. Around 1,000 people were displaced, and 70 were left homeless, as their homes were destroyed or damaged. In the city of Iropi, 80 millimeters, or 3 inches of rain, fell in just 1 hour, causing major flash floods that swept away vehicles and invaded properties. Severe impacts were also reported in the Caipiro region, as well as in Barra de São Francisco municipality, where rivers overflowed and walls collapsed. In Santa Maria de Jetiba, in the Serrana region, part of a house collapsed, injuring children.